Good morning, everyone. Green Crow here. Just want to update you on a few of my smaller carvings that I've done lately. And here's where I usually display them. It's in a corner of my kitchen. So yeah, let's get started. These are just a few smaller items. The first one I want to show you is something that I call Goldfinch Hotel. It's a bark carving, and it is what it is. It's a carving of a tree that I put goldfinches in, and then I put a little goldfinch at the top. Now I can remove that goldfinch, and the reason that I can remove it, there it is right there. The reason I can remove it is that I can separate the two halves of this carving. It actually opens up, and yeah, you can see it. It's held together by magnets, and you can put a tea light in it and light it up, as a little centerpiece. So that's the first one, Goldfinch Hotel. Now my second one is something I've worked on for a long time, but I never really liked it. It's a little mouse, and it was one of my first carvings, but I never liked it because I didn't like the tail that I put on it. But one of my fellow carvers did a mouse, and she put a piece of cedar, a cedar branch that she twisted. Cedar is cedar used to be the mainstay of the First Nations on the West Coast, and they could twist it and wet it and twist it into so many things. Baskets and hats and so on. But I finally found the right tail for this little guy, so I finished him off, or her off. I call her Missy Mousy, and she's actually part of a two-part. A frog is going to be the other half. A Froggy went a courting, and this is his little Missy Mousy wife. I'm going to do that for my granddaughter. And now here is a Santa Claus. I like the idea of the twist in the beard, so I did that, and it's from it was a template. It's actually a Christmas ornament. Lots of sparkle on this little guy. And there it is. That was a lot of fun. Lots of sparkle, but you get sparkle all over the place, and then it's not great. Well, this picture that I did, it's kind of funny. I went to a party the other night. It's called a painting party, where the women all sit around a table and we all paint the same thing according to instructions, and we all have the same colors. But the painting never looks the same, no matter, it's kind of interesting, no matter how many people do it. It always looks totally different. Well, this is my, I was given the colors, and this is what I did. And it was a lot of fun, though. The women, a lot of talking, and that's like the old quilting parties. And here we'll move on to some canes that I've done. Now, I did show one cane. This is a cane, a walking stick actually, that I did for my husband. And it's found wood. And I did that last year. And then I like basswood at the top and found wood at the bottom. And then this one here, I think I showed on another video. This is one I did for myself. Basswood on the top, and a broomstick and copper as trim. Now this latest one I've done is a cane, and I really like it. It's actually a working cane, and broomstick, which I did, and stripes, and that's actually the same wood. It's just I roughed up the wood where the darker stain is. I really like this, and it's quite good to walk with too. I used a brass doorknob for the top. Paid $2 for that at a construction secondhand store. So that's my walking sticks and my cane. I'm making another walking stick or a cane for my husband. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I've already got that all planned out. And my final item here is something that I got in my head. I wanted to make wreaths out of like wood that you cut up in your backyard from tree limbs. And so I made this wreath, and it's just tree limbs from a tree that the neighbor actually cut down. And I asked him to save me some limbs, and he did. And the green is some kind of like a moss on those trees. It's actually a willow tree. And then I put this little bird, what we call a comfort bird, carved by another artist. He gave me a bunch of comfort birds, and I gave him some wood. We do a lot of that bartering. And so I put that together. I'm going to be doing some more larger wreaths with 2 birds. And I have some of the wood down here underneath this old sewing machine that my husband, this was from his family, and he fixed it up last year, so I moved it into my kitchen, and I use it to display some of my items. And anyway, that's the latest. I did want to show you something funny up here. It's the bug that I put in my mouth of my northern flicker. I made him a beetle, because this picture is called Dinner Time, and it's got the two birds waiting to be fed, and it's actually got something here. It's got a dinner time chime. So it's dinner time, and that's the bug. Thank you very much, and have a great day.